Which of these best explains why a freshwater aquarium would be a dangerous habitat for saltwater fish? Okay, so dangerous habitat means that the saltwater fish would be in danger. Now, why would it be in danger if we put that saltwater fish inside of fresh water? Okay, so I'm going to underline some important words. Why would it be dangerous for a saltwater fish to be in fresh water? Okay, so here I have a picture. And I'm going to go ahead and divide out those red blood cells. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this here. That way we can kind of look at them individually. Okay. Now I'm going to be putting some dots on the screen, some blue, purplish dots. Okay, so if I put a purplish dot here in this picture, it is going to represent our molecules, okay? Molecules. It's going to represent our salt. And remember, salt sucks, right? It sucks. It takes in the liquid. It wants to take in the water, okay? So let's look at this one here on the left. Now, the cells they shrunk. They got smaller. In order for that to happen, there needs to be more salt on the outside than the inside. So notice if all of these purple dots represent my salt here, just for this picture here. Let's say if these cells, in this case, where it's representing our fish, right? Think about our fish. We have 4 on the inside and then we have way more on the outside. Well, if that happens, then the salt is gonna, remember, salt sucks. So the water is gonna go from the inside to the outside of the cell. So when that happens, then the cells are going to shrink. Okay, so notice how those tiny red blood cells shrunk. Okay, let's look to the far left. Now on the far left, it's showing us that the cells are getting so big that they pop. Okay, so if that happens, then there is going to be way more salt in the inside than the outside. So like, let's say if I just have a whole bunch, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have like 8 salts in here. Versus, let's say, 3 salts out here. There are more salts in the inside, and again, salt sucks. So the water is going to be going from the outside to the inside, causing that cell to swell. Swell means gets bigger, okay? Now let's look at the one in the middle. Now the one in the middle, I'm going to go ahead and change the color here back to our like purplish, bluish salts. And this one is kind of like the goal to be equal, meaning if I have 2, let's just say if I have 2 salts here, then I'll have 2 salts out here, and it'll be totally even, it'll be balanced, it'll be at homeostasis. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that up here for this one. This one is going to be at homeostasis, okay, meaning equal. It's not going to be going in or out. It's just at its happy place. Okay, so now going back to the question, it's asking us, all right, if we were to stick a saltwater fish, so I'm going to draw my fish. Okay, watch out now. Here's going to be my impressive drawing here of a fish. Bam, here is my fish, okay? It's a saltwater fish, meaning it has a lot of salt in the inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that color again. Oh, all right, I'm just gonna pick this color. and I am going to put a whole bunch of salt in the inside of my fish, okay? Because it's a saltwater fish, meaning it has a lot of salt inside, okay? And the question is saying, well, what happens if you put it in fresh water? All right, so on the outside of my fish, it's going to be fresh water, meaning you're going to have little to no salt. So I'm just going to just because I'm just going to put maybe like 2, okay? 2 salts out here. So think about what we talked about over here, about the arrows. And here our fish has a whole bunch of salt in the inside. All right, so in the question, what is going to happen to that water? Remember, salt sucks. Is that water going to go to the outside or to the inside? So go ahead and answer the question.